Not
What
today.
what counts as excessive symbols? You know, I trust you guys. I'll disable that for now.
Yeah, yeah, just disable everything.
Everything?
Yeah, everything. That's what I do.
Okay.
It's probably stupid of me to do that, but
Probably is, but
yeah.
because one of the specific things are like bad.
I'm alive.
Oh,
Mia!
Hold on, wait. I gotta
Wait, why is this flipped? Oh no.
So guess what?
Will, what did you do?
Huh?
Why is the chat upside down?
I have good news.
This is why you don't mess with the overlays.
Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
it's good now. It's good now.
Think we're okay. Boom. Chat, we're in business. Yeah. Okay. there goes that. Okay. Mia, how you doing? What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We haven't started yet. We're just chilling for a second.
Okay. Are we waiting on Gabe, or is Gabe coming?
We don't know.
For anybody in the chat that's now tuning in, we thought it was just gonna be me and Tori for a lot of the podcast, and then we were gonna have Gabe and Mia probably hop in during the stream. But Mia's here, yay. Gabe will probably be on later, so yeah.
Okay.
And we have an awesome chat. Just saying. This is awesome. Love it. Also, let me know if any of the stream stuff is weird, or it's if the chat box is weird or something. Just write us a little comment later and we'll fix it. We can't really fix it now because we're streaming, but yeah, later do tell. Let us know in the Discord. Also,
Gabe's sleeping in. Oh.
Oh my god.
We gotta start our joke up. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Gabe's
Gabe.
gone.
Gabe is no longer with us right now. He is in a better
But Gabe
place.
might show up later, so we don't know actually.
Yeah.
No, he might just rise from the dead. We have no idea what's
Undertaker style. Just.
Oh, Gabe literally just texted us. I'm gonna be late, but I can join. So apparently, Gabe will make an appearance at some point.
Make an appearance.
So, yes, rest in temporary.
Temporary peace.
Oh my god, that says rest in peace in temporary peace. So that tripped me up. Because it's rest in peace in temporary peace.
Gosh. Okay. So, chat, how are y'all doing? What's up? How are things going? I know we usually the last one was a little weird, just because we were starting out figuring things out. But we took some advice, we took some, suggestions, and we're trying some new things out. Chat, what's up? What's up? Let us know what's up.
How's everyone?
How's everybody
Saturday
doing?
morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time.
Depending
it
where
is.
you are.
Right.
A pink snake. Oh yeah, the one on the right. Oh my gosh. Yes. I live. What does that mean?
It means they live.
I live too.
Let's talk about the snake here. Gibby, are you really making fun of my art right now? In front of a live audience?
Wow.
Wow.
I've not left my hands. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Saturdays are not just... They might say Saturdays are for the boys, but Saturdays are for you. That's what it means.
Saturday are for the boys.
What? Saturdays are for the boys? Have you never heard that?
I've never heard that.
Saturdays are for the boys.
I've never heard that.
See, okay, everyone says Saturdays are for the boys, but really, we just mean Saturdays are for you.
It's another Southern thing. A thing like...
No, this is an everywhere thing.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a culture.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the chat knows what we're talking about.
I have never heard are for the boys.
Saturday.
Sorry, I knew that. Shut up, B. All right.
I'm screaming.
Western loser, you Eastern. I don't know.
That doesn't sound right at all. Oh my gosh. B lays down the law, yes.
I probably heard it at some point, but I also just sleep in so much on Saturday that half the day goes by. So, you know, that might be why I haven't heard it, because I just sleep all damn day.
It really be like that. Can't even lie to you.
I got out of bed at like 1 p.m. at one point, because someone literally in chat that I was talking to earlier today was like, Tori, you should get out of bed. And I'm like, yeah, but like I could just lay in bed.
Right, I could stay right here.
It do be like that.
And be awesome.
It'd be like that.
We should talk about our week.
Yeah, let's talk about the week. Okay, Tori, what's up? What you got? Let's start with you.
So this week was college, more college, and college.
So if you didn't know, Tori's a partier. She gets
No.
down and just keg stands all over the place, just chugging buds, you know.
Ew, beer tastes nasty. It's like,
It tastes like hot pee.
Piss.
Hot piss. Hot piss.
It's hot piss.
Hot
Okay.
piss.
Gibby, now you're making me feel really insecure about that goddamn snake ear, alright? You keep mentioning it. And now I'm like, God.
Oh my god. Like that snake ear.
That's funny.
Nah, but you're so you got so much college stuff going on. Yeah, you were talking about it during the week. Like, it was wild.
Literally last night, I was
last night.
I was like, we were talking about like podcast shit, and you guys are like, what's your opinion on that, Tori? And I'm like, sorry, I'm doing physics homework.
Aggressively
you guys are like,
physics.
why are you doing homework? And I'm like, I have 3
Like, we would-
assignments due at midnight.
Like,
Yeah.
we were sitting there, we were just like, hey, let's do this. And Tori was like, huh? We're like,
Right,
are you
huh?
okay? And you're just like, no, I'm finishing homework.
I'm configuring, dude. I felt so bad because like I was like straight up yelling at my physics homework last night because
Literally
the one
screaming
it
and
wouldn't
cussing
let
it
me
out.
input my answer correctly, and then it was like, haha, they changed the answer because it was all about scientific notation, and they just moved it a decimal point, which changes the exponent. And they're like, haha, we wanted this, not that. And I'm like, bitch. So I didn't get credit for that.
Bert,
Oh,
Tori shotgun and San Pellegrino. Just
I-
cracking it on her head. Oh, just.
You guys are making me sound like I'm a lot more baller than I am. Like,
You
I'm
are a
dead ass.
baller. Don't be
All
like
I do
that.
is sit around. I've been rewatching Voltron because I felt like it.
Voltron is badass. I'm not gonna lie. I love Voltron.
Depends on the one.
The one.
Like the version, because there's like literally like 6 Voltrons.
Interesting.
This is my favorite podcast. Thank
Give me-
you.
don't-
Thank
don't
you. Yes, you're putting us high up on this pedestal. Yeah. Bert, and you are right. She is the biggest baller. Let's put it out there.
So, Will, how was your week, dog?
Lord, my God, work, and more work. Jeez. Like, to be honest, I was just working on stuff. Yeah. I think the big thing about the week that I was just like, whoa, this is funny was the whole GameStop and the stonks, all them stonks.
Oh fuck, we had an hour discussion about stocks yesterday.
Oh my
gosh.
god. I'm so tired of hearing about GameStop. Oh my gosh. There's this meme I saw, and it's like, like when you're younger and your parents trying to teach you math, and they'd be like, what's two? And you'd be like, I don't know. And then instead of helping, they'd be like, what's 2 plus 2? And you just sitting there like, yo, like, I don't know. And then they just keep going. And they were like, that's me explaining stock to people, and that's other people explaining stocks to me. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
It'd be like that. I think when I was younger, my parents just got me the like damn flashcards, and they're like, learn, and that's how I learned.
Oh
You gotta
no.
learn this. Learn it now.
My
There's
parents
always
just
get, like,
repeated
those-
the question.
those like books. They were like massive books, and they'll give them in the summer, and they're like, "Here, do this," and it like teaches you math throughout the summer, and it was awful.
Oh no.
Oh my god. 12 out of 10. Thank you.
Not that they're fighting over like their ratings.
Yeah. I was kidding.
Yeah, but it was just weird throughout the week because like you would hear just like, oh, GameStop went up, AMC went up, oh.
Yes. And then they just shut it down. They said, "Nah, y'all can't do that anymore."
Robinhood shut it down out of nowhere, and everyone was just like, oh, what the fuck? And I was just like, yeah, I'm not surprised, but yep.
What the heck?
Like why? Wait.
You're
What's
keeping
that
track of
thingy?
the economy.
Why do you get
Yes.
so quiet?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
39 out
Will,
of 20.
are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Like, did Will actually cut out? Like, in all seriousness.
Yes.
What?
Fuck. Will, we lost.
Dang it. Well, I guess it's my turn.
I'm here. What do you mean?
You were dead ass silent for like a solid minute, and we were just like,
Oh
this
my
is awkward.
God. Here we go.
Yeah, I was about to do my supervillain takeover. You came back right in time.
Right in time. Mwahaha. Anarchy! Anarchy!
Yay!
Oh my god. Y'all are going way too high with these numbers. This is
What are you
mathematically not correct. These cannot work.
Fine. It's fine. Jem, do not start the anarchy. No. I'm
Hype
calling
train.
it
The
now.
hype train is started.
Anarchy.
No.
Before we get too out of hand, today in general, we were overarching topic. We were going to talk about like different dream jobs and such. And before we really jump into that, I just want to say in general, if you guys ever have any questions you want us to answer at any time, slap them in the chat. You know, we can try to incorporate them into our discussions at any time. And later in today's podcast, we are going to do a section where we literally just sit and answer any questions you guys have for us related to any topic or not. It can be literally random to be like,
Yeah.
what did you eat today? Like, it could be anything. Who knows?
I think I would. I don't know. I think we would appreciate it if it was on topic, but like we appreciate it anyways because y'all are here. So like, yeah. Either way, like we're just glad that y'all are here, and we're also another thing we're changing. So instead of the links just being everybody's links, we're gonna make it Gabe's links, and Gabe is just gonna give us a link. I feel bad because Gabe isn't here right now. R.I.P. Temporary peace, Gabe. But yeah, he sent us a link. He was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be there today.
Oh my god.
Here's
Is it
my
your
link."
Gabe?
No, it's just I'm trying to make him sound, sickly or something. I don't know.
I
Oh.
thought you were actually trying to like hit
Me
his
too.
like voice, and I'm like, bro.
Right. Ugh.
Gabe is more like this or something. I don't know. He has a higher pitched voice than me, I think. I've never
Yeah.
arranged my own
Cooper.
voice, so
Yes.
should
Well,
try it.
in Gabe's
Ow.
dying words, he did leave us a link.
He
So
went-
how about you slap that on there, Will?
Okay,
If you please
so
tell me you have that queued.
yes, I have it queued.
Oh, thank God.
Here we go. We have the link. Today's link.
Brought
Oh,
you by Gabe.
crap, I gotta turn off these ads. Oh Lord. Okay. Today's links from Gabe. Mysterious
Gabe from the-
New York City.
Gabe from the grave.
Mysterious New York City squirrel attacks rise in Queens neighborhood. Report. So yeah. Rego Park residents say they have experienced squirrel attacks since Thanksgiving. This is pretty recent, December 30th. Yes, Gabe brought the squirrels to the podcast.
Perfect.
Yes, what do y'all think? Is this
I
a
mean-
yay or a nay? What do you think about Gabe's links?
I guess it's about time that New York is like stepping up and be like, you know what? Yeah, there's some actual problems in the world, but you know what's a problem? Squirrels.
Squirrels.
Right, squirrels.
This is the issue for today is squirrels. My God.
That is
Squirrels, they're enacting their
funny.
revenge on, they're overtaking the humans of New York City. Like,
Oh
look
my
at that guy.
God.
That guy got injured.
He got injured by a squirrel right here.
Aggressive squirrels terrorizing neighborhoods.
This is Gabe's dying link.
Yeah.
Squirrels reign over. Oh my God, that's awful. No, we're not going any lower.
Oh my God, that's blood.
Yes,
Oh my
we're not
God.
going any lower. Where we did not see that. That was not shown. Twitch, please don't ban us. We're too early in this. Come on, please.
Right.
Cut us some
It's our
slack.
second
Please.
stream. We're getting banned over showing blood from a squirrel attack.
Squirrel anarchy. Yes. Gosh.
The squirrels do hunger for flesh. That
They
is
hu-
true.
They got the hungies for flesh. They got the hungies for fleshies.
Well, that was the
Ooh.
worst thing you've ever said.
Ooh woo.
Yeah,
No.
no. Stop that. Right now, please.
Awful.
I'm the cringe of this podcast. That's basically.
Yeah. Sounds
Thank
about
you.
right.
Thank you, B. Thank you. Ooh woo.
No.
Yes. Ooh woo hungry.
No, stop.
Oh no. Here we drink the blood of their enemies. Yes.
Here we go again. Aw,
Damn.
shit. Here we go again.
Now
Ay,
we-
ay, ay.
All right. Now on to our topic for the day.
Okay, the topic for today, dream jobs. See, like, this is the thing. Who brought this up?
It was one of my topics.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's a good idea. That was a good idea. I didn't think about that. And I don't know. Every time I started trying to come up with topics, it was like basic ass shit. And then y'all came up with this. I was like, this is a good one. This is a pretty good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were just about to be like, who brought this up? We're
Oh,
doing
God.
it, but I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk
Oh,
about. And I was like, I thought you were just about to like,
Just roast.
yeah, roast me
Roast your
for bringing
topic.
this up as a discussion.
Yeah.
What the?
I can't even lie. I thought she was gonna get roasted too.
Yeah, I was like,
No.
bruh.
No.
Yeah, you're like, who brought this idea up? And I'm like, oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
Who
was-
put you in this world? Who
Yeah.
put this in the
Who
world?
asked you to be on this podcast?
Cringe Corp. Yes.
Oh, that it's true, but I hate it.
God. Okay.
Hi, Ben.
Been in the house. Nah, but so one of our okay, what was y'all's dream job? I guess how far do y'all want to go back with this? Because like you could say like when we were 5, we were like dreaming to be astronauts or some shit. But
I don't know. Like you can go as far as like how like the classic discussion of like when you're in elementary / like upper elementary, like before middle school. They're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you're like 10-ish. So you're not like, I want to be a princess, but like you're like, I want to do this cool job. Versus
Yeah.
and
well, I mean, do y'all-
versus like after high school, and you're like, all right, this is
think we
all
should
I
do-
want now.
I think we should do like past, so like whatever like you can remember, and then like recent, and then maybe like right now.
well, I mean,
no, that works.
do y'all want to hear what mine was back in elementary school?
Oh,
Absolutely.
It wasn't even like related to whatever I'm doing now. Literally, it was just I wanted to.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah,
that's the fun
yeah.
of talking about it.
It
Is how
wasn't-
different.
I wanted to be an astronaut. Like I
Oh,
wanted to go to
yeah.
space. Like that was like one of my favorite things. I'll never forget like getting an iPod and my dad would put like history channel shows, and it was like the making of like the like space rockets from back in the 60s and like the mission to the moon stuff on there on the iPod too, and would like let me watch it and stuff like that, and that was like something I was like really into. And then I realized, wow, I really don't want to have to go through all the crap just to be an astronaut.
Right.
And so yeah,
That's like the biggest dream crusher for most like childhood
Well,
like
you have to,
dream
like-
jobs is like the I want to do that. That's so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. How many years of schooling you have to do, and how many years of this and how many years of that. Never mind.
Well, like, the thing is, like, I still have a fascination with space. Yeah, Ben. Like, I still got a fascination with it. Like, if you look at a lot of my artwork, it's sci-fi, space. Like, a lot of it is. But I like when I found out, oh, you got to be in like the Air Force, and you have to have all these things, and you have to, like,
it's
just
a lot.
I'm just like, yeah, nah, it's too much. And I did what everyone else did: go to the art field.
Come to the dark side, the art
Yes.
side.
The art
We
side.
welcome you with open arms.
Dreams versus reality. Yeah.
Correct.
But it was just like, I don't know, and I think at one point, like, I started doing that, and then I started looking at all the stories and like stuff of space, and I think that's what kind of like led me astray from wanting to be an astronaut. So what about y'all though?
Mia, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So basically, when I was younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then I realized that I absolutely cannot stand learning about medication, all the reading and research that goes into that, because no, that's just not me. Then, like, when I turned 10, I'll never forget the time I was watching, like, I was scrolling through like TV in our old apartment, and Project Runway was on, and I was like, ooh, what's this? And so I'm watching it, and it's like one of their avant-garde challenges, and avant-garde basically means like creating something that isn't fabric based. So, creating things that are like cardboard, etc. Wait, no, that's not conventional, pardon me. Avant-garde is like, basically like fancy, kind of art style, like Met Gala type thing. And so this one episode specifically, their theme, funnily enough, was space. And, I love space. Like, I love the stars, the moon, so much, so much. And this one person made a dress out of chicken wire and like fairy lights. And like, that sounds weird, but it was so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, like, I like, dressing up, and I like art, so now I can combine the two. And I've had that, please don't start barking. I've had that same dream since I was like 10, but now, honestly, like, I kind of want to keep it as a hobby, because of course it's my dream job, but I don't want it to become like something that like, I don't want that. So now, you know what I want to do? I want to be a supervillain. That's what I want.
Elaborate.
Elaborate, please.
Elaborate.
Why do I have to elaborate?
Mia, what do you mean?
What do you mean by supervillain?
I just want to be a supervillain.
You want to take over the world, or is that what you're saying? Metaphorically?
I can't tell you.
Are you just gonna like run around your city and just be like kicking over trash cans, just freaking out?
I can't tell y'all that information.
Yeah,
because then you'll know. Just know it's okay. I already got an arch rival. I got an arch rival already organized. He said he's gonna stop me, but he won't. It's okay. Who?
Who's your arch nemesis?
I cannot expose that information. It's okay. Once y'all see us in the street on the news fighting to the death, you'll know.
She's kicking over garbage cans.
Yeah, I swear to God, if I open my phone one day and I just get like a message and it's just like, it's always just like, hey, isn't this person you knew? And they're just like being arrested for like fighting in the streets.
She has the bunny ears on and the green hoodie, just going through the streets. Just
you know what? The one requirement is just do it in style. Go all out with your.
Oh my God. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
Was that
quick.
Maui?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my
God. Off the rails. This
The
is
pink
awesome.
snake
Stan
is the
Mia.
sidekick.
The pink snake.
Oh my God.
The Stan Mia.
Oh my God. The dog is the. Oh my God. Not Maui.
No. Oh my God.
That is so funny.
Okay, what about you? What about you, Tori?
So, ironically, just like Mia when I was like really young, and I have proof of it. I'm not going to take a picture of it because it would dox me. But in my 3rd grade
Yeah, don't. Yeah, no.
yearbook, they asked us this, and we had to write it out, and they like put it in the yearbooks and crap. And I wanted to be a veterinarian as well. And
It's like I don't mean to interrupt, like really bad,
you're fine.
but
It's a basic bitch thing. A lot of people want to be a vet when they're younger.
It's not a basic. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I've known so many art people.
A lot of kids are like, I like animals. I want to be a vet. And then you grow up and realize all that entails, and then it's like, do I? Because vet school is actually a lot harder to get into and pass the exams than actual doctor school. And it is to be like an actual surgeon, because you actually have to learn a lot more than just human anatomy. You have to learn various types of animal anatomy. Also, you do a lot. You do a lot more.
Well, it was just...
it's a lot more money. It's a lot harder education. And also, like, what entitles is not just caring for animals. You also have to put them down. And it's, like, really depressing. And I'm like, oh, shit!
Well, it's weird that, like, almost every art person that I've probably talked to has either come from the doctor side or, like, the vet side and somehow weave their way into art school. And I'm like... Where's the connection? Where's the connection?
Did Animals are fun to draw. Therefore, animal lovers like drawing. I don't know. I just brought that out of like thin air.
See,
as my bird screams at me, my cat slumbers, and my dog is who knows where.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. I know my transition.
Wait, is that Gabe?
Is Gabe here?
Gabe. Therefore, animal lovers like drawing. No, turn it off.
Turn it off. We can hear
it. Turn
on
the echo. Screams at me. My cat slumbers. Gabe, actually, turn it off.
Hold on. Let me get... Okay, I got it.
Okay, I was like, it's going.
Oh
it's running back.
Yeah, it's running back. Like.
Yeah.
We'll have streamception.
Gosh. But
yeah, Gabe is here, the ghost of Christmas past.
But that transition.
Yes. Hi everyone. Hold on, let me fix something. I'll be back. Hold on.
I got you.
And Gabe said again.
And Gabe's gone. No, but that transition between wanting to be an astronaut or wanting to whatever, like I probably said like 20 billion different things. I want to be a NASCAR driver or some shit. Like I don't know, but
I think I had one of those phases too.
But that transition from being an astronaut,
NASCAR was the shit when I was younger.
NASCAR is terrifying.
It's so awesome.
The need for speed.
The need.
No, let me tell y'all something about Lightning McQueen being my baby daddy. That's it.
No.
No, stop. No.
I said what I said.
No, rewind.
No,
Rewind.
You ka-chow out of this VC.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow was right. Ka-chow.
No.
Right, I'm back.
How you doing, Gabe? We didn't even talk to. Gabe, how you doing? Well, what's
good? Wait, so what the hell? What has happened in my hell?
Hell.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Was my baby daddy. That's it.
Gabe, what was your dream job as a child?
Shit, there's a lot of shit that I wanted to be.
Tell us.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. I don't know. The only thing that's coming to mind was that I remember my favorite color was red. I don't know why. But that's the only thing that's coming to mind.
Yes, the job I wanted. Red. That is the job I wanted as a child.
We know where Gabe stands.
Yeah. Fuck blue, fuck green. I want to be red.
I'm dead.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the color blue.
Nah,
Who just said eh?
Nobody.
Let's see. I remember, I guess I kind of wanted to be a rancher, which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Animator, I guess. Let's see. I don't know. I never really gave it that much thought. I was always just living in the moment, so I never really had to worry about that.
That's some deep shit. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, mostly it's like I don't know, I feel like people just put too much, I guess, effort and time into just like worrying about stuff like that, and they forget to, I guess, how would you say it?
Live in the
I
moment.
guess to just live in the moment, to just cherish what's going on around you, and just appreciate all the little things, I guess.
Nice. Wise words.
Very deep. Very deep.
I like, I don't know. I'm so far. I don't know who Give It To Me Gay is, but I like your username.
Oh yeah, that's Gibby. Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Nice. I
You
love
know
that
how I
name.
tell you guys I moderate
Yeah.
for someone? That's who I moderate for.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, Gabe. Givey has been
Givenator.
noticed.
Yeah.
Givenator.
Oh, for some, I thought you said Gibby, like from iCarly.
Gibber.
Oh, we've made that joke many a time with them.
My favorite scene from that whole show is when they try to prank Spencer, and like Gibby, they had him on the fucking roof, and they try to get him to land on Spencer, and he fucking falls and hits the concrete.
Oh yeah, he's like Gibber.
Oh my God.
And hits the concrete.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, back on topic. Okay, so what I was saying was like the transition between like wanting to be like an astronaut and then going to like wanting to do something in the arts was like a weird it was a weird transition because I think I was like into space and stuff, and then I wanted to make stories about space, and then it ended up like turning into something where I was just like, I just like making stories. I think that's the one thing, like after watching all those like documentaries and watching like a lot of like action stuff, like I really love just like watching films. And like one of the big things that got me into like wanting to do like art stuff or just film, like I wanted to be a director after doing all that. So like going through middle school, like I wanted to be a director. I'd go and edit my films. I'd do stop motion animation like with Legos. Like I grabbed a camera anytime I could. Whenever I had an iPod, I'd always use my iPod to film and stuff. And so then like I just wanted to make stories and stuff. And one of like the biggest films that like it was the film that made me know that I wanted to do that was Tron Legacy.
Huh.
For some like weird like it got
That
shit
kind of
on.
makes sense. Like, not gonna lie, like looking at your work in a weirdest way, I can see that influence.
Yeah, it was just
Like
Baby Johnson.
Yeah, Baby Johnson came from
Yeah.
Old Baby Johnson came from Tron Legacy.
Tron was cool.
Baby Johnson and Pooh Bear.
I don't think I've ever
Too bad.
watched Tron. I just knew what it was.
Dude,
What?
like,
You need to watch it.
no, you
I watched the one like Disney live action one, but other than
yes.
that, I haven't played anything. I haven't seen her in. Wasn't it originally like an arcade game?
Yeah, well, it was a movie that then got turned into an arcade game like around that time too, I think, and then
Mm-hmm.
and then it didn't. Nothing happened of it. It was one of the. I think it was the first CG, movies like ever, and it wasn't like a thing where you had to like keyframe stuff. They literally had to create like geometry in a computer frame by frame for the entire movie, and it wasn't like a thing where they just had to move a cube. No. They had to like plot the points in a graph to like make the geometry in the computer, and they had to type in code like every frame, and it was so insane how they got it done, but it came out looking in the style that's unforgettable, and like it was just insane. And then but like here's the thing, I don't think watching Tron now made up for when I watched it then. The thing is, I watched it in IMAX where it had a huge screen, it had like the Dolby surround sound systems. Like whenever I went to go watch it, this was the first time I watched anything in IMAX, and it blew me away just because of like what I was watching, how clear it was. It was just insane. And that was like
That's
the
fair.
movie.
Fair, very fair.
So yeah, it was just like it was life changing, I guess you could say.
And it's
I
like
think-
it's interesting, like specifically with the example of you and your art and the art you produce on like literally the daily. Like obviously not every piece you can see that influence, but there are a lot of pieces in a lot of your what do you call them, your loops you make. Like a lot of them actually have like this subtle influence of not even like just it's just like the overall style of that, which is interesting because like I think that's something a lot of times like you naturally look back on because like that's what initially really inspired you to do something. You naturally look back at if you don't even
Yeah.
realize it or not, and you're implementing that style. And like obviously you have your own style and it's very evident, but it's like it's interesting to see hints of that because it shows your inspiration, which is actually really interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's like it was just it was something that like changed a lot of like what I do now. Specifically, like I was like I love this and I wanted to get into this, and I mean we'll talk about it soon, but we want to talk, I want to talk about y'all's stuff before we get into like future stuff too. So oh, and so what IMAX means is when you and this is my complete understanding of what IMAX means. So
I'm just gonna Google it.
so when when someone shoots with an IMAX camera, you're not shooting it in like a regular like if you shoot a film with your phone, you're filming at 1080p, which is like HD. IMAX, you're not shooting in back then I think IMAX was like 4K or something. Now it's like 12K, so it's like this massive resolution. And there's certain cinemas that can play IMAX movies, and it's the clarity of it is so insane. Like you can see like every detail within the picture on IMAX screens. Not only that, they have like the best surround sound stuff for it. And there's certain cinemas that actually it houses IMAX films. And if you watch it in those IMAX films, or like the theaters, if you watch it in the IMAX theaters, it's 10 times better than what you would watch at like a regular theater. Like it's so insane. I think a lot of films now are starting to try to do more IMAX stuff, but back when Tron Legacy came out, it was like it wasn't unheard of, but the only people that did IMAX stuff was like documentaries. Disney did it. I think maybe like just a few movies would actually do that. And so like now it's starting to become a big thing. Christopher Nolan's stuff is all shot in IMAX. So like you can go watch his stuff in like 4K, 8K like footage. It's insane. But yeah, that's my IMAX talk right there.
Thank you for coming to Will's TED Talk.
Yes, thank you.
I was gonna say, I think I've only seen one IMAX movie, and that was when I was like in 5th grade. They took us. This was when I was like living in Wyoming. They took us to Salt Lake City, Utah, and they took us. They took us to the Coke, I guess, to the regional Coke factory there, and they gave us like a free 2-liter bottle of like freshly made Coca-Cola. Just to be, I guess, to be more specific instead of a Coke. But we watched an IMAX movie, and it was like a astrology documentary. I don't know why they showed it, but it was pretty good. I remember it was just like how Will was I guess, describing it.
Yeah, it's like a different like I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been to like an IMAX theater before. It's just a different experience. Like it's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one thing that stuck with me the most was like the audio and all that.
Yeah, that's a big thing. It's just like it's a different experience. I don't know, it's hard to explain. So, okay, so we have vets, a rancher. I don't know. What was your thing going through like parts of middle school and high school? Like what was that dream job that you guys were like thinking about doing? I kind of know because y'all have told me and y'all have like said it before, but like what was it?
Who go?
Just
What?
anybody. What was y'all's
I
dream
mean,
job through middle school and high school, basically?
I still wanted to be a fashion designer, so I've had the same thing since I was 10.
I forgot you guys mentioned vet. That was one of the things I was looking into. I remember for a career fair thing, or it was a job shadow. The high school that I went to, they had us do this job shadow thing, and I put vet as one of them. They weren't able to get me as like a vet to job shadow a vet, so they just sent me to some oil field thing. It was still pretty cool. I was able to learn a lot of stuff.
Cool. I guess for me, like, of course, like I started off like saying like when I was really young, I really wanted to be a vet, and then even when I was a bit older, I still had a really large passion for animals and wanting to assist them in different ways. So, even through kind of middle school, I still really wanted to go into veterinary science or a similarly animal behavioral science. Just in some way, probably studying animals, but maybe not necessarily going into veterinary. Um, and then more in high school, I started to like at the ever since I was younger, I always like drew on the offside, and then I guess more so in high school, I got more support for my artwork, and then that's when I was like, you know, it made me realize like on the offside, like I really like animals, but I also was like, I realized like when I was younger, like I had an obsession with like The Lion King, but it wouldn't just be like, oh, it's a movie about lions. I like animals. Cool. It was like I would watch those movies over and over again, and I'd just be like watching them and be like, I want to make something like this. And then it would be one of those things like if we were in a car, if I was sitting in the back, seat of a car looking out a window, it's like I could imagine like different animations of different characters I would create in my mind doing things and like jumping or doing different things like while the car's moving. Like it would almost be like an animation I could see in my head that I could animate of something happening outside. And stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, I actually have a passion for animation, maybe like character design and art stuff. And
Yeah.
then that obviously got shot down a lot in high school until really senior year. I got the opportunity through an art award specifically to actually pursue art potentially as a career, which if you know me, you know that I actually did go and study animation for a little bit, but I have since then decided that as much as I love that, I can't see myself doing that as a full-time career and as something that like I as much as I love art, it's just as a personal thing for myself. I can't have my art be the only thing relying on if I can eat that evening and stuff like that. So I am actually going back and studying science. And honestly right now, I don't know what exactly in the science field I want to do, but I guess still I'm kind of in that mindset of like I still in my heart want to do something that is somehow connected to animals, even if it's animal behavioral. Because I know in high school one of the main things I was looking at was wildlife biology, um, which works a lot with animals, and stuff like that. So I don't know yet, but
Yeah. I don't know. It was. I think like I completely get it, and I feel like going through like high school, like that was like a big thing I had to hurdle when I wanted to do like art stuff. Was like people were like, "How are you gonna do this for a living? This isn't something you got to go work at the mill. What do you mean? You got to go and like get a real job?" And I was like, "But that's not what I want to do." And so I made it I made it any way in my power to be able to not do that and do what I want to do. And I literally did anything and everything. Like get my
and that's
phone
how
out.
you do it. And that's how
Yeah.
you do it. Like honestly, the thing is, yes, like is sometimes getting a stable job in art difficult? Yes, I'm not going to tell you it's not difficult, but it's absolutely possible. And it a lot of people have art-based careers and live off of them fine. Um it's just one of those things. It's like I one of the hard things with jobs is a lot of people choose what career they go for based off just off of, well, I want money, but it's not what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's like and honestly, I probably wouldn't have gone to art school at all if it wasn't for my brother, because that's what my brother did. My brother specifically went for a career path that is known for being highly qualified and underpaid, but he did it because that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And he's doing it. He's doing it pretty damn well. Like, yeah, right now he's getting paid dirt, but you know what? He loves his job. And he loves what he's doing. And honestly, I think at the end of the day, that's what's important. You want to be doing something that you find yourself genuinely enjoying, because there's always that phrase that it's like, it's not a job if you enjoy it, but like, it's like, it's if you enjoy going to work every day, that's not too bad.
That's the
Like,
thing. I don't want to end up doing something where I'm like, I don't want to feel like a robot. Like I'm having to go and do stuff every day, the same thing every day. And that was the thing that I was so scared of growing up. And I've told people before, I've told my family, I've told everybody, like, I'm so scared to like do that because I don't want to be monotonous for the rest of my life, having to get up at the same time, go to work, do it from 9 to 5, go home, eat, go to sleep, do it the next day. I would literally not want to be there. I would feel like I've not accomplished anything. And that was the thing that changed in high school. Like, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna like the rest of my life. I'm gonna be pissed off for a long time. So I made it any way in my path, and I'm stubborn. Like, if y'all know me, I'm stubborn. Like, a lot of people know I'm stubborn. Like, if I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to be able to get to a certain point. If it's success, I'm gonna be flipping fucking stubborn to try to get to success. Like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go for it. And if I don't get it, I'm gonna figure out a way to get there. If I have to do some loophole type crap, I'm gonna get there. If I need to promote myself even more, I'm gonna do it. Like, if I have to throw money at something to get to success, I'm gonna try to. But I don't see success as like a certain thing as like, I don't see money as success. I don't see any of that. I see doing what I love and having fun and being happy as success. So if I have to put down the work for a little bit to go be happy for a good hour, I'm going to go do that for a little bit. And then I got to come back. Like, I do have to go do work, so I'm going to go and do work. But I'm going to go and be happy for a little bit. Like, if my friends say, hey, you want to go eat? I'm going to evaluate, do I need to get this done first? Or do I want to go be happy for a little bit, come back, finish it out, and then go to sleep? And I'll go be happy for a little bit and then come back and finish the work, So it's like, you can still do what you want to do and be happy, and you can still do some stuff and have a good time, like, but I didn't want to be that one guy that's like out on the mill all the time, having to go to work 9 to 5, because I wouldn't be happy doing that. So
it's all about the balance. And I know that's like a thing that you could say, like, that phrase basically is an answer to like a lot of things. Like, oh, it's just all about the balance of it. But like, genuinely, it's about the balance, because it's like, some jobs that are probably the most fun and the most enjoyable, realistically, may not pay well. But some jobs that pay well, it like sucks your life force out. And sometimes it's like finding that balance of like a job that you can do that you can still have time to enjoy yourself, whether that is within the job group itself, just being able to have time to in the weekend to just do your own thing. It's just finding that balance that works for you, because that's the other thing. Different things work for different people. Not everyone is gonna fit the same way. Like, not every person has like, oh, this job would be good for everyone. That's not how that works. Like, everyone works differently and will find joy in different things. And it's all just making sure, like, so you don't get stuck in a situation where you're at a job and you're like, well, at least it pays well, but like you don't have time to enjoy life. Because I know specifically from my brother, that was one thing he was worried about, was because my brother works in the coding industry, and at one point he was going to apply to work at Google, and think about Google, for instance, pays great, but the most thing, like apparently if you're in the coding industry, it's like a huge red flag to work for a business like that, because your entire life is just 24/7 coding, writing code.
Yeah,
It
I
is
mean,
awful.
yeah, I mean, some people have that dream. Like that's their dream, like just making money and making money either way, like in any way. If they want to go work at a mill, that's what they'll do to make money, and that's
No, I
that's
know.
probably their
I
thing.
understand. My point in that was specifically that
Yeah.
my brother knows people that work there, and it, like with that company specifically, like with companies like that, when work overtakes their life so much, they don't have time to do other stuff.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, for some people, if that's what they want, good for them. But like I know, like the one thing he got scared of was like after he was talking with people that specifically worked there, he was like, oh, like that kind of job can like literally consumes everything.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that like all the people he met that worked there, if he talked to them about their job, they don't talk about their job. They're like, yeah, but at least it pays well, because like that's what they constantly remind themselves when they work there. So I'm like, okay, that's not, and like that's what he took from it. He's like, okay, that's not a job I can do, because like I myself cannot do that.
Yeah.
So it's just like sometimes making sure to do the slight research and being like looking at different jobs and just making sure that like you don't put yourself in a situation that can like mentally and physically be harmful for you.
Yeah. I don't know. What do y'all think, Mia?
I personally agree because, man, get off me. Because, most recently, like, especially like over the summer, I've had a few jobs where I'm like, okay, at least I'm making money. And I know we've kind of like personally talked about this just because I've like brought it up a few times. But, I told myself I don't ever want to work a 9 to 5, and just be there for the money, because I'm going to be miserable. And I told myself a few times, it's like, no, let me just try this job real quick. I'll be fine. I'm making good bank, And of course, like I could be making good bank and be absolutely miserable. And like my most recent job, I quit because I was just like, you know what? This isn't what I want to do. Like I can keep trying to, accept that this is the thing that I want to do, but it's just not. And so for me, I was like, not necessarily saying I'd rather be broke, or as we say it in my family, in transition. But I'd much rather be in transition with my financial security and, getting to financial security through things that I actually enjoy doing, rather than, working a job that's making me exhausted and I'm getting home and, not having enough time to be able to do the things that I love. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it's just you can find a balance with that. I don't know. That was the thing, like going through high school was like I'll never forget. Like my freshman year, like that was the year I knew I wanted to do things in film, because I was experimenting through middle school what kind of like art that I wanted to do. Like I played instruments. I was in like I did musical stuff as well. Like I was in plays and stuff too, and and I was like trying to figure things out. And it wasn't until my freshman year when I started like figuring out what they did for like Tron Legacy and like what they do for these films to make it look so stunning. And it was like VFX. I was like, yo, I want to get into that. Like that's definitely what I want to try and do. Yeah, nerd. I know I'm a nerd. I know it, and I'm proud. I'm ugly, and I'm proud. No, but they
Yeah, real. Getting too real.
Nah, but like it was like it was during that time I knew exactly what I wanted to do, somewhere in that region, and it wasn't until like my junior and senior year that I was like, I definitely knew what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, and yeah, it was a thing of like, I knew what I wanted to do, and it was weird because all my peers around me were like, they had no flipping clue what they wanted to do. They had no fucking clue where they were gonna go, what was gonna happen. They were just like, yeah, we'll find out. I'm like, dude, like, I'm like psyched. Like, I know what I want to do, and like, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. And everyone was like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Like, because they didn't see that as being a thing, or they didn't understand what it was, so they're just like, oh yeah, it's some BS. Like, okay. And anytime they ever asked, it was just like, oh yeah, like, okay, yeah, you do that computer stuff, right? I'm like, sure, whatever. At this point, you still don't get it. And I've explained it like 5 times. Like, it's okay. Yeah, just call it computer stuff. It's fine. Like, it's whatever. People still do it, but it's at this point they see my success, so they're just like, oh yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, okay. So, yes, nerd pride. Woo.
Yay.
Nerd pride.
Nerd pride.
I'm nerdy and I'm proud. What?
I'm nerdy and I know it. It's just like, I'm quirky like that. And I'm like, oh god.
I'm just quirky. Yeah.
Oh no. I hate when people say that.
I'm just quirky.
Like, I'm quirky.
I'm quirky.
I'm quirky. Maui, what the heck? Are you okay?
What is
coughing
Maui?
your guts out?
Wait, nerdy starts to play. Yes. Although we can't actually because copyright, probably.
Copyright. Womp womp.
Womp womp womp.
I'm sure Weird Al won't mind.
Weird Al doesn't mind at all.
Y'all know what I want right now? This is
What?
completely off topic, but I really
Chicken
want a
nuggies?
cupcake. No.
No.
Oh, no.
Microwavable hot dogs or corn dogs.
No.
Yeah, especially the mini ones.
We
the
said
mini
we would
ones
never
that
bring
hit
that
the
up
spot.
ever again.
Those hit the spot.
I honestly am
I
blanking out.
know.
I have heard like,
Especially with some Sweet Baby Rays. Oh my god.
Oh
Mm.
my god.
oh my, I am so tired of hearing about Sweet Baby Ray's.
I'm dead.
No, because like my family is like my stepfamily's obsessed with Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and like anytime people are like, "It's not barbecue sauce, it's Sweet Baby Ray's," and I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care. I just want this. I
I'm
want
like-
something for my chicken nuggies. Like,
I don't
what-
even like barbecue sauce. So I'm like, I stop.
Ooh, those are some fighting words. Ooh.
I don't care what people eat it. Just don't shove it in my. Don't shove your barbecue sauce. Like, look at the bottle, and I'm like, I see
Look
it.
at the
like,
bottle.
Stop. Like,
Look at it.
look at it, and I'm like, oh, fine. Like, God,
Oh my
I get
God.
it.
I don't know. What about y'all with high school? Like that transitioning period of figuring out what y'all wanted to do. Nia, Gabe.
Oh, I mean,
gonna
like I
go
said,
ahead.
oh, my bad, Gabe. I had
No,
just
you
been
go
kinda
ahead.
stuck in autopilot, so there really was no transition. I never really, reached and thought, oh, I want to do anything else. Like, that never really crossed my mind. But also, I was severely depressed in high school and middle school, so autopilot was the most of my life. So now, in my adulthood of college, I am now breaking the barrier and figuring out what I actually want to do.
Nice.
Gabe.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Well, not the
like,
depression part, but the.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
figuring out what you
I
wanted to
got
do.
Yeah.
That was we're all like nice.
Clarify.
Nice.
No.
I
We're all
got
like
you.
nice. Don't-
Right.
That's awful. Oh my
What? I
God.
had to clarify.
No, I'm just
I
saying
understand.
we're all just sitting here going nice.
Like, nice. Severely depressed? Nice.
Nice.
Fat mood, lol. But all right.
Oh my God.
Someone put A1 sauce on it. Endervix, I don't know why you put A1 on it. I think that shit's nasty.
You don't like A1?
But
Ew, no,
nah,
steak.
man.
Everyone steakhouse
Yeah,
is
that's
gross.
nasty. Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh,
I know people that like it, but
I like A1.
personally don't.
But going back to topic, what is it? Like my final year of high school, there was like a whole bunch of colleges and like trade schools coming by. I almost became an auto body mechanic because you always have like fucking UTI come in and they go to your high school asking you if you want to be like we had the Navy and all that. For like a short period of time, I almost became almost went to culinary school for baking.
Baker
Oh.
Gabe.
That would
Baker
have been super
Gabe.
cool.
Baker Gabe.
Yeah, because it's like
I mean, you
Yeah,
are a good
'cause I
cook.
mean-
I'm not gonna lie.
because when I was in I was in home ec during high school, and that was one of the things that I like was what is it called? Cooking? Yeah, that's what it's called.
What's it called?
What's it
Oh,
called?
cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, I was into that, and so then like my senior year of high school, and like I think it was there was a culinary school that came by that was in Austin, Texas, and I just put in my information like, oh, I just want to learn about it. No, they actually signed me up to apply and stuff, and so like they forced me to apply. After that, I was like, nah, I'm good. But then that was during because when I applied for SCAD, I applied for like a year, and I applied for the year a year later than when I would graduate. That way I could have a gap year. In that gap year, I just did, my own thing. I was able to, I went to Japan.
What?
I,
You didn't-
I went. I
Yeah.
went to.
Do you
I
not
went
remember
to.
this?
Yeah. Do you
I
not
went to
remember like the sake Kit Kats?
Yeah.
Oh, was that? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mhm.
tasted like garbage, but it had sake and like sakura flower flavoring in it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, and then I went to Japan, and then I went to Oakland. I actually took some classes in Oakland. I went to Oaksterdam University. For anyone in chat, if you're interested in, I'm not sure how I can go into this. If you're into the medical, I guess, marijuana scene or anything like that, look into Oaksterdam University, and they'll teach you how to, with business, how to grow it and all that. That way you can grow your own business, and they have a lot of networks into the industry if you guys are into that. But I took classes there because, that was one of the things I was, I guess looking into it, the whole legalization happening at the moment and all that, and I still kind of want to do it, but it's just right now it's just I'm not really exactly sure because I have other things going on at the moment. But like in terms of like figuring out what I want to do, I never really worried about it because like all the kids that I went to high school with, they were always talking about going to college or doing this and that. But it's like most of them ended up just staying in the same little town. So it's like I figured, I'm not gonna worry about it and just, see where life takes me or see, and all that. And honestly, I'm pretty happy. I'm not worried about anything, even like coming after Sky, like when I came here and I started came to Oregon, I started doing the whole little ranching thing. That's when it was like it kind of hit me as like shit. I actually like this better than like going to SCAD or anything else that I've done. Just be when I was talking to you guys yesterday, about the whole ranching thing. Like just doing all this just makes me feel happy and I guess at peace and all that.
Yeah.
Aw, I'm glad to hear.
Same, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I know Endervix was saying, he's still trying to figure out what they want to do. I'm gonna say, just take time to just, learn more about yourself and, just, get to know yourself more and just see what you want to do. And, don't listen to anyone telling you to do one thing or the other. Just do what, feels right to you and all that.
Wise words. Wise words. That was the thing. Like a bunch of people in my town were like making big statements, like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be big, and yada yada. But the reality was they were in it for the hustle, which I see as like if you can do it, like let's just say like rap, like if you're in the rap game for the hustle, like you're just trying to get quick money that can help you out for the rest of your life, I respect you. If you get to that, like I really respect you, like because you played the game and you played it well and you got to where you wanted to be. But if you're in it for the hustle and you're not like doing well and you keep blaming it on other people, like it's you yourself, like only. If something's not working, it's not on everybody else, it's on you. Right. That's the thing. Like, and that's why I like anytime something worked for me, it didn't work for me, I didn't blame it on a lot of, like I wasn't like, oh, it's because like, you know, like I was just like, it's me, I need to fix something, and I'd fix it and try to get better at something, you know. So yeah.
Before we go into anything else, did you guys do the link?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we had to say Gabe is not with us at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I guess squirrel attacks are a rising problem. So I don't know if you're into animal rights or anything like that, but I mean, if you're, I guess, a little bit country bumpkin, I'm pretty sure you probably own a 22. I guess the country wants you to do your part, so go out and, you know, save a New Yorker from a squirrel.
Oh my god.
Gabe! Why are we taking this turn into like about shooting?
Squirrel does taste somewhat good. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Have you never? Well, okay, I get it. Like,
make sure it's legal where you are first off.
Yeah, make sure you get a hunting license.
Yes.
You don't want to poach.
Don't poach.
Poaching is bad.
I don't think you'd need anything other than the 22. So this is gonna go south so quickly.
Yeah.
The chat's like, yeah.
I'm cracking open a Dr. Pepper. Oh my god.
Yeah. So wink, wink, Dr. Pepper.
No, it's a Dr. Pepper.
Wink, wink.
It's Dr. Pepper
Dr.
Diet
Pepper.
because I only drink diet soda.
Wink, wink, diet Dr. Pepper, guys. The partier is drinking diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Tori's like the partying one. She's the party animal.
See, I told y'all.
She
even Gabe says it.
What?
You're the party animal.
Oh, yeah.
See, finally you agree.
If only we could be sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
we
oh
should
my
make
gosh,
that
we're
our goal.
sponsored by Pepsi. Can you imagine?
No, we're sponsored by Diet Dr. Bob.
What?
What's the one soda? It was Faygo, I think. We get sponsored by Faygo.
Fuego.
My favorite, Shoutin' Mountain. Not Mountain Dew, Shoutin' Mountain.
Oh, you guys are talking about all the the off-brand stuff.
Yeah,
now.
Dr. Thunder.
Yeah.
Did you say Dr. Thunder?
RC Cola.
RC Cola.
RC Cola.
Didn't they get shut down or something?
No, I saw them at the grocery store, man. I don't know if it's like some reserve supply of RC Cola or what.
The dream job, working at RC Cola.
The National Reserve of RC Cola. In
They have
case
an
things
armory.
go south, we have our RC Cola.
They have the RC Cola Armory. That's what's in the Area 51. Not aliens. RC Cola.
RC Cola.
They have a vault. It just says RC Cola on it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nah, there was an Oreo brand called Cream Betweens.
Oh, I didn't know. Those are hilarious.
The Cream Betweens. Oh my god.
No, what is it? What is it that I saw? It was an Oreo flavor. It was cookies and cream flavored Oreo.
Huh?
Yeah, they had it. They released.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, they basically did an Oreo flavored Oreo. That's all it was.
Yeah, that don't make sense. That's stupid.
Oh yeah, the Oreos, the cereal, yeah.
The cereal. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're
pretty
called
good.
They're called Oreo O's.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
that's
are pretty good, but like after a while, it's just too much. It's like too much sugar.
Yeah.
Every time I see it in the store, it's always like, yeah, give me honey bunches of oats
y'all.
or raisin bran, but not
This is
that
Special
shit.
K.
My
Is that even still
career-
made?
Yeah. Special K. It's literally just like black.
Did y'all know that's ketamine? That's a drug.
Special
Ketamine?
K? No, it's
No.
We're talking about like the company that makes
no.
a bunch of healthy cereal.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
know,
say, have
but
you
I'm
never
telling
heard
you.
of it?
That's the nickname for ketamine. Special K.
Oh shit.
The only reason I know that is because
Okay,
when
I
I
have
took
a-
forensic science in high school.
Yes, I know. They taught that too. They're like, yeah,
I have a
this is what
question
these
for
mean.
chat.
Okay.
Have any of you guys played Mr. Krabs on ketamine game?
Oh,
What?
it's on Steam. Yeah. People like to speedrun it.
What?
It's called Mr. Krabs on ketamine. It
Oh my
literally all it
God.
is the town of Bikini Bottom and everybody's on ketamine. It's so
sounds
How the
terrible.
hell did we get here?
I don't know. The topic's dream jobs and we're talking about ketamine.
Well, I was trying to bring it back to dream jobs, but nobody would listen to me.
Okay, well Mia, go back to
Okay,
dream jobs.
so update on my dream job of being a supervillain. We have a name.
Oh,
Special
God.
ketamine.
My villain name is Dr. Thug, and
Dr.
my
Thug.
snake's name is Hot Noodle. Dr. Thug and Hot Noodle. Dr. Thug and Hot Noodle.
Hot noodle
That
sounds like a
is-
porn
Yeah,
name.
it does. This is terrible. No.
Can y'all
Please
do
come to
better?
the stage, Hot Noodle. Oh, that sounds so bad. Sounds
Dr.
awful.
Thug and Hot Noodle.
Hot Noodle.
What y'all want to do? Spicy noodle?
Oh, God.
That's even worse. Dr. Thug is spicy noodle.
How about wait? So it's Dr. Thug. You could name it like it's your sidekick. You can name it like Lil Thug.
No.
Little thug.
Lil Thug.
Mini thug.
Mini Thug. Yeah.
No. His name is gonna be
Had kids, had
Hot
wife.
Noodle. His name is Hot Noodle. HN Hot Noodle. Hot Noodle.
Now
Now I have to get a snake.
Hot Noodle.
Hot Noodle. Come here, Hot Noodle.
Dr. Thug and Hot Noodle. I just
Yes.
said that.
Oh.
Dr. Thug and undergrad thug.
Oh dear.
That's funny.
I have a question for Bennett. I don't know how to pronounce your
You can
Bird?
say
name.
Ben.
I'm sorry.
It's-
Yeah, Ben or whatever.
Oh, Ben.
I know how you said, "Oh no, hide the kids." Have you seen the classical but like timeless video? Hide your kids, hide your wife. And I don't. Well, you can take the rest.
No,
I can't
because
remember the
we're
rest of
gonna
it.
get banned on Twitch if I say it.
I can't even remember what the rest of it was.
I remember it. That was like the biggest meme then. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Da
Oh
da
my
da da.
God. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the rest.
I remember they had him come on to Tosh.0, and like the first one of his first appearance, he was gay and all that. His second one, I guess he was straight, and Tosh asked him, was like, so you're only straight for one woman? He's like, yeah, and then Tosh was like, yeah, I'm just straight for too many women. But yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Now we've migrated to Hot Danger Noodle.
Hot Danger Noodle.
Hot Danger Noodle.
Dr.
guess-
Spaghetti and hot noodle.
Okay, so switching it up from like high school. Okay, what about now? Your dream job stuff. Like what is your dream job now? I guess, or are you living that dream job at the moment?
I'll go first this time. So personally for me, like just outside of, my villainry, like honestly, like I just recently picked up like basically like PR specialization, so public relations, because I'm someone who loves to like reach out to people and talk, like in college, all that. And so I said, well, why not me take a stab at? Ooh, no, not take a stab. Let's change that. Take a jab.
Your villainy is already showing.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Not
Let's
take a stab.
take a stab. But just try managing. And so I'm a music manager now, like, and specializing in PR. And also an entrepreneur. I have my business, Pink Mink Inc. You guys can follow on Instagram.
Woot woot.
You would. But I never thought that I would, like, branch off and do something like so different from what I'm like used to, just because I wanted to try something new. So honestly, like, to answer the question of am I doing what I dreamed of right now? No. However, I truly feel like sometimes, or really oftentimes, we don't always do what we dreamed of, and the change is really for the good, because I'm really enjoying managing and doing, like, putting on shows and things like that. Like, it's really fun. So yeah.
Nice. What about you, Gabe?
Gabe.
I'm trying to think what we were talking about because I was looking up RC Cola, but now I remember.
Oh my god.
It'd be like
But,
that sometimes.
But I mean, if I'm living the dream job now or anything, I honestly I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. Like, I would like to like own a lot of my own businesses and all that, invest in different things, and like just just live like life and stuff like that. I mean, and even then, like, I went to SCAD to study animation, like Tori. I was going for 3D animation, and honestly, I'd still like to do stuff with that. I mean, the one thing you gotta do is just, especially for all the little kids out there still figuring stuff out, is just just try. Just keep on trying, and even if you don't make it, the least you can say is that you did try, and which is what most people these days don't even do at all. So
Yeah, they don't
it's
even
like,
try. Like, that's the thing.
mhm.
Like, you talk the talk, but are you gonna actually walk the walk? Like, that's the thing.
Right.
Put on those stiletto heels and walk.
Yeah.
Walk the catwalk. I don't even know what that's from. Probably RuPaul, but I don't watch any of that, so who knows?
Yeah, but that was like, I don't know. Like, people will talk about like wanting to do something, but it's until they actually like go and do it, like, that I can actually be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I respect you. So, and not just like go and do it and then just give up the next day. Like, actually going out there to like put yourself out there and see what happens. Like, I respect that.
Absolutely, and like something that not that it's like it needs to be normalized, but I don't know how else to word it besides
Nah.
like I guess it needs to be normalized more is like the fact that
Oh
thank
my
you,
god.
Howie, for your input. I will continue. Is that like there is no shame
My bad.
in no, you're fine. There's absolutely no shame and nothing wrong with going to pursue something and then changing your mind. Like I don't know about you guys, but like I know a lot of people are put in the position where they feel like, oh, if I'm going to college for something, I need to be sure that what I'm going for is going to be what I end with. And that's not true. Like, I think it's important to realize, like, college, most people do not know what they want to do when going into college, and that's absolutely fine. College is a lot of times about discovery. Even if you want to go to college, college isn't even the way to go, like, for some people. Like, and that's perfectly, everyone needs to go to college. If you know what you want to do and it doesn't require that, do that, you
Yeah,
know?
like Tori didn't know she could do a keg stand until she went to college, guys.
I'm crying.
Yeah, like
Oh my god.
y'all should have seen Tori, man. She
My
was like an
God,
absolute beast.
My God, we at first we were like, okay, we like Tori, and then when Tori did, we were like, oh my God, this just went to another level. Holy shit! Yeah. Nah, but Tori, you're right about that. Like when you go to college, like you think you know what you want to do, but sometimes you might go in a different direction and find something.
And there's no shame in that. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people are not taught, but like it's pushed on them that, oh, if you switch your major, like, how dare you? Like, you should have known the first time. And that's so wrong. Like,
Yeah.
so many people switch their major, and it's perfectly fine. Like, you know, I actually know several people that have changed majors, completely going 180s. Like, I know Ben was talking in chat about how they themselves have also, they were first studying one thing, and they're like, hey, you know what? Actually, because sometimes it takes that time that you have to invest time in that career to realize, wait, this, oh, thanks B, sorry, apparently I give career advice, everyone. Like, sometimes it takes time in a specific field to realize, you know what, maybe this isn't cut out for me. And that's absolutely okay. And a lot of times, you wouldn't have known that unless you did that, unless you went in that direction. Because, like, there's only so many things you can understand if that's really right for you, unless you actually invest that time and are actually, you know, in that field. Which, sure, it sucks because then it's like, I spent a semester doing this instead of that. But that's water under the bridge. What's important is the fact that you have that other experience. You have a better understanding of yourself and what you really want to do. And then you can take that previous experience and use it to help better find something that's more suited for yourself.
It's like trying to pick out your favorite cereal. Should I go with Special K, or should I get that sugar high of a Oreo
Oh my
cereal?
fucking god.
This is going like I love what you're saying though. Like I'm joking around a lot, but like that Special K.
You're fine.
Special K to me. This is going south so quickly when I say this.
Danger
Okay.
noodle.
Danger Noodle. Always Special K.
No, that was the one thing I was gonna say. Like, I agree with Tori and like what she said. There's nothing like going into like college is like I had no idea
Be right
what I
back.
wanted to do. So like, what is it? I mean, even when I took like my first animation course, I was still having doubts about it. But then once I took like that, Tori had the same class. We even had the same professor. You know,
We
after
did.
having that, yeah. What was the name of that course again?
Anim 190.
Yeah, it was
Principle of
Anime 90.
Animation.
Like, yeah, after going through that and like making like our first little like animated like I guess short, that was when I was like I wanted to do that. And even then, like even though I'm still doing other stuff, I still kind of want to do that. I know it might not be as big as like I might not do like the big things that I wanted to do, like my own animated movie or studio, but it's like at least even then, if it doesn't work out, I can still say that I tried. And which is like, you guys, just do what you guys want to do. Like, don't listen to anyone. And all that. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, you guys get the message.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing to like understand and know. Cause I mean, I do what I love almost every day. So I'm loving what I'm doing. So.
Making Baby Johnsons and Pooh Bears.
That sounds so wrong.
Now that I think about it, yeah, that does.
That sounds so wrong.
Oh, you got.
We think about it. It's so bad.
I know.
Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, I love what I'm doing like every day, pretty much. So I'm glad that I have the like job field that I'm in. And I'm glad that I did it like sooner than later and figured it out and got myself in the door like very, very early on to be able to do what I want to do. So yeah.
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
Speaking of doing jobs and managing, we have a surprise special guest that just showed up to my house, and it's Kevin. So we should say hi. We should say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Kevin.
Can you tell
Hello,
us
I go by the name of Kevin Douglas.
Hi, Kevin.
That gives me Home Alone flashbacks.
Yeah, I was thinking of SpongeBob. Man.
Yeah, I was thinking SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, I believe that. Very nice to be here. It's cool to be here. I go by the name of Kevin Douglas. How is everybody?
Doing good.
Pretty
doing
good. How about you?
I've been pretty good.
That's good, man.
Nice.
So I
was
have
gonna
shown
say-
up to. So sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, your voice sounds familiar. I think I've seen. If I'm correct, you have I guess some music out there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, dude. I really like it.
I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate it. What is it? Oh yeah. So I haven't. This is the first time I've heard the podcast, and I kind of missed the beginning of it. So we'll start a discussion about.
Oh, we're just talking about dream job. I mean, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. Like, what's your with the topic going on? It's like what was your dream job like growing up to like through middle school and high school to now? So like, what was your dream job like going through school?
So my dream job going through school was film. Since third grade, I've always wanted to be a filmmaker, directing and whatnot. And music is kind of like a thing I picked up on the side just once I got to high school. But I guess creating content and making art has always been my dream job.
That's dope. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot lately with a lot of people. Anytime it has to do with like art in general, like you nowadays you don't see people just doing one thing. Like back then, you'd see like Motley Crue just doing like rock albums and just doing their own thing and like going on stage and all that. But nowadays, you see people like Tyler the Creator. He not only does like music, he does TV shows, film.
Right.
He has his own apparel stuff. Like he's doing everything. And I think that's what a lot of people want to do. They just want to stick their toes into everything and figure out what they like and don't like. So
Right.
yeah, pop off, Kevin. Woo. So
Yeah, it's been this year especially has been like a really fun 20. All right, like obviously 2020 was a pretty sucky year, but it also was a year of expansion for me because like I remember when I first started doing this like back in 2018, it was kind of like a very low key thing. I never put my face out there. I kind of didn't even want people to know I was doing it. Just hope that like maybe it would gain some traction on its own, but if it didn't, that'd be all right. And it wasn't until like late 2019, mid 2020 where I actually like went full throttle, started making videos, different types of songs, and you know I started seeing the reception. Like it's a slow build, but it's a steady build.
that's dope. Yeah, I think 2020 and like a lot of time before that was like a experimental like year or 2 years depending on when you would start, because like 2020 there wasn't a lot, like especially like the music industry. I work for a lot of people in the music industry. 2020, unless you were putting these giant budgets together for like virtual stuff, like 2020 music was not, unless it was through TikTok or like you made it and sent it out there, music was just not gaining the same traction as it would back in 2019, 2018, probably even before that. And so that was kind of the year you would see all these musicians like experiment. They weren't going out and going on stages doing stuff like to perform. They were experimenting with their music, trying to figure out what they want to do, what would be good, so that later in the future when stages do come back, or if they want to just, send music out there and see what people think or make like a revolutionary new style, that they would be the first ones on that. And so it's great that you're doing that too, because now it's showing. Like, I've seen like your performance stuff. Mia's showed me the music. We've talked before. Like, it was fun to like see that and be like, whoa, I can see this in the future being the new type of style and sound coming from all like different artists. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, it is. I feel like it's at least for me, because like I know a lot of like some artists, they just come out with a couple singles and then like they blow up and stuff like that. And I think for me, this kind of developmental years is really good for me, because I'm kind of like not looking to be just a one-hit wonder or a gimmick rapper. I'm trying to expand as an artist, and I think having the opportunity to like have time before I start blowing up to develop a sound and grow with an audience is really beneficial.
that's dope, dude. That's really cool.
Yes. I have a question for chat.
Mm-hmm.
So, if y'all could have any job that, resources and money weren't a thing, if you could have any job, what job would it be? Yeah.
That is a good question in general.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I think my answer would probably be, outside of fashion design, it would honestly probably be a forensic scientist. Because I used to, like, if I didn't do fashion design and if I had the mental patience, I would definitely be a forensic scientist. Like, it seems so cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, I remember
used to
taking
think
that
about
class
it.
in high school.
Yeah, forensics was pretty fun. I don't know why. It was just like super fun to like hang out with everybody and like do all the labs and stuff.
Hang out with dead bodies.
Okay, we didn't really
Where
do
you going?
that, but we
You like dead bodies, Will?
no, don't say that. No. Me is the supervillain. No.
Wait, Will, you hiding something? You trying to hide something?
No. Also, be yes, a pirate. Yarg, yo ho.
Oh, yes, pirate, yes. Yes. I'm already working on the bird.
Yo ho ho. No, Tori's got
oh
a
my God.
bird.
When you said that, Asher just squeaked.
Hi, Asher!
She's taking a nap. She's in the corner for cage all puffed up, ready to take a nap.
Oh,
And
that's so
Dorito
cute.
chip. You want to be a professional Dorito chip?
Yeah, that sounds like her. That sounds like her.
What
Yeah.
does that mean? What is like an actual Dorito chip?
Yes. Like a 3-inch tall Dorito chip. Yes.
Yes, we'll sing sea shanties. We're whalers on the moon. We're whalers on the moon. Yes.
When you guys said the Dorito chip, the only thing that came to mind was like a like the pickle Rick.
I'm dead.
just a Dorito chip.
Look at me. I'm a Dorito chip.
I'm crying.
I love pirates. Pirates are like just the thought. I think back then pirates were scary, but then when you look at it now, it's like pirates are just random and like weird and like awesome.
I love Ender's message about when they're at work, they steal Snickers of the children because they're like, I'm a pirate, and they steal their Snickers when they're bad.
That's
Aw.
perfect.
Yar har fiddly dee. What is that?
Yoink.
He yoinked them.
I yoinked them. Oh my gosh. Oh my
So do you guys think we should move on to questions like in the chat?
I thought we already were.
Oh, LOL.
Yeah, I mean, you asked the chat. We were
Yoinked
asking
the
chat.
children.
No,
Oh
not
my God, no,
Do
B.
not-
No,
No.
that was Sugar Bee, not me.
No, B, no.
That was Sugar Bee.
I meant a question for
I don't even
us.
know what the hell that means.
Oh my god. B really summoned Emily by saying yoink the children.
No, no, no. No, the
Do
Dorito
not
chip,
yoink.
no.
Do not
Yoink
yoink
the
the
Dorito
children.
chip.
Do not.
So we got a Dorito chip, we got a pirate, and we got a supervillain who is named Dr. Thug with their Danger Hot Noodle. It's perfect.
This is the League of Supervillains right here. A Dorito chip, a pirate, and a noodle.
It's the new League of Villains.
League of
I love it.
Villains.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, for one of
Wait.
of the Patreons, we should definitely make that a short. Like, that'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah, we should probably announce this. So, okay.
Probably should.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
that's why I brought it up.
Yes, smooth Mia.
Total secrecy.
Yes. Okay,
Oh. My bad.
okay,
No,
so
it was a joke.
so with everything that we're announcing, including the Discord, the Twitch, the YouTube, pretty much all social media, we also have a Patreon. With the Patreon, you will get exclusive perks, like within the Discord, you'll get an exclusive role with your Patreon subscription. Depending on what subscription will depend on your role. Also, you'll get exclusive content like mini episodes that we have. Like if we come up with an idea, but we don't think it's good for an entire hour to 2 hour length, we will have a exclusive video for that. That'll be like a mini episode that'll be like 30 to 40 minutes or something. We'll also have exclusive content on there. If you get our top tier on there, you'll also get a monthly drawing and your decision of what the drawing will be in our art style.
Our iconic.
Our iconic art style.
Yeah,
So-
and like since it's a monthly thing, like for example, like the first one, people were like, "Oh, do me," but like obviously, if you have the Patreon for more than 1 month, you can always change it. You can always be like, "Hey, can you do my pet in this style?" Like, you know, so you're not getting like a dozen of the same exact thing.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to do that, we highly recommend it because we want to be able to keep doing this, and that does help us out in creating content for everybody. We want to try to make this a more expansive thing and keep doing this. So if you want to help us out, do support our Patreon. So yeah, also go follow us on Discord as well. Our community is growing, and it's growing pretty well. We love our community. Our community is awesome. So
We love you guys. We've seen a lot of you talk in the Discord actually during the stream, which is amazing. Which is also very funny because I know a lot of people, like, if you were only watching the stream, you might have been confused. But like if you're in both, you could see it. Which is like specifically where when me in the beginning of the stream brought up the supervillain thing, and then by like halfway, me was like, "Oh, there's names for these now." That actually all happened on the Couch Corp Discord, because actually some of the people that were in chat were talking on the Discord and were actually coming up with names.
Yeah,
which is
so
actually really
we
funny.
are very active in our Discord. So if you want to join, if you have ideas or you want to give us suggestions, go to our Discord, because we will most likely look at our Discord first before we look at our other social media. We also announce, exactly, and we have like an art thing on there too. If you want to post art on there, if you want to be able to talk to people, if you just want to hang out and have a good time, go to our Discord. Also, yeah. Also, we do have social media. We do post extra clips on there, like of the podcast on there, just for like shits and gigs. Like if we have a part of the podcast we just want to throw up on social media, we will have it on there too. No, just throw up there, just like up on our, no, but we have clips up there on there too. We have a TikTok, we have a Instagram, Twitter. We're most active on our Instagram because that's where we kind of get a lot of the reach nowadays, especially TikTok too as well. So do go join that. If you want updates, we'll probably throw it up there after we throw it up on the Discord community. So
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Now we're open for questions. Ask us stuff. What's up? Dorito chips in the house. Ask us a question.
It can be about anything. This doesn't have to be at all dream job related. This can be like literally anything as long as it's appropriate.
Or that I have infiltrated the Twitch emotes. What?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes, we have noticed.
Yeah, the Doritos chip and the stinky cheese emote.
Yes.
The Dorito revolution has begun.
B, that's the first thing you ask me. Yes, I am. I am.
They smelled you out.
Well, it's not
Will, are
hard.
you for real, Ginger? Yeah, yeah. He's the most gingeristy ginger I know.
Why'd you have to put it that way?
The most gingery ginger. Ginger.
Wow. Okay, I fucked up.
Gingery ginger.
Taste the club.
Wow.
Yeah, so Will's our tall ginger of the group.
He's our token ginger friend.
What is the token ginger? What is? Yeah, sunburns, pasty. Thank you. Thank you for that chat.
Okay, to B, I don't know if you read it, but B was also saying that they are also ginger. That's why they were asking.
Oh, okay.
You missed that part, Will.
Right. Stop missing.
It wasn't to shame you for being.
I'm sorry. I was in the moment just thinking about like, oh, he's calling me out for being ginger.
Yeah, no, it was more of a, hey, are you this? I am too. Like, yeah.
Yes, gingers unite.
So, yeah.
What is it? The North American Coalition of Gingers.
What? This is so awful. Oh my god. Oh my
No,
god.
but Ender was asking our favorite hobbies. What is it? Do one of y'all want to go first? Because I can't think of anything at the moment.
Oh, music. Mine's music. That's one of my favorite hobbies. I still play.
Mine. Photography.
Tori.
Sorry, I was replying to something on the Couch Corp Discord. So hobby, I guess now, like art is more my hobby now because I'm switching from it being my career choice to it being something like I want to do on the side. So like I still like to doodle and shit. But also I like taking care of animals. So yeah.
Nice.
Babies.
Gabe.
So, one of the things that I enjoy doing is fishing. That's the one, especially being out in nature and stuff like that. It's just a way for me to just, get away from everything and just, enjoy the good old outdoors. And then, same with Tori, is just, I guess, taking care of animals too. And then, there ain't nothing wrong with just playing video games as well.
Video
True.
games is fun. Yeah.
I'm a true queen at Mario Kart.
Man, I miss playing Mario. That was the thing, like...
I remember, dude. You kept fucking winning.
Yes, because I'm good at Mario Kart. What do you... I will
you
take
were cheating,
that.
dude.
Like... I love Mario Kart. Like, that was the game that I would always play when I was younger.
Yeah, I remember I had the Mario Kart, the double one on the Nintendo GameCube. That was like the first Mario Kart I ever got introduced to.
Yeah, the GameCube. Man, the GameCube. Holy crap, that was a while
I know.
ago. They have emulators and stuff now, but like it's just not the same.
I still have my original GameCube.
Wait, does it still actually like play the original
Yeah,
discs and stuff?
it still works. It plays discs. I have the little memory card, man. I was playing one of my favorite like classic video games from back then was SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
I had that on the GameCube, and I played that when I was a kid, and then that was like one of my favorite things to play. I even got like the rehydrated version. It looked so good.
Not the rehydrated.
Yeah, it's the new version, or it's like the updated version, yeah.
Alright, I have a question from our local Dorito chip asking instruments. What do you play? This is a life or death question. So
Oh,
Wait, is this for...
goodness.
I
go
would
ahead,
say
go ahead.
current. Like, if you currently still play an instrument, what instrument can you still currently play?
Oh,
Like,
what
what
is-
instruments do you
Piano.
still have the ability to play?
Panano.
Banana.
Panano.
I know I can still
sounds like
play.
a.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say piano sounds like a hybrid between a piano and a banana.
It sounds like something you get at Chipotle. You want a panano bread?
The off version of Panera bread, Panano bread.
Oh my god. Nah, but wait, what was let's see.
Instruments.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Okay, so I still play the
I thought you were like complete mind blank, and
I
I'm like,
literally-
bruh.
I literally keep the guitar like right next to me because I know if I don't have it out, I won't play it anymore. So I play that. If I had a piano near me, I'd probably do better at it. But I can kind of play piano now. I still know my scales and know how to play and stuff. The drums. Yeah, I can still play the drums. That was my first instrument to play. Was percussion instruments. So yeah,
Gabe.
Gabe,
Nice.
the kazoo.
I don't know. So in middle
I'm
school,
dead.
I used to play the saxophone. I was like up until
Okay.
8th grade.
Saxophone.
I did play the bass for a bit, but then now I just kind of forgot everything. I did take up the electric triangle, so that's been a journey.
Did you say electric triangle?
Don't shame the triangle.
Not again.
The electric triangle.
Well-
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it actually.
Do you know
is.
where it's from?
Isn't it from SpongeBob?
No.
Mm-mm. No,
Same
I-
network, but no.
Why does that sound familiar? Is it iCarly or something?
Chat, you guys want to give him a hint? Oh yeah, and for Burnt, I played the alto saxophone.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
you told me about that. Yeah.
Oh, it's from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh.
I'm
Electric
Oh, yeah.
triangle hits different.
Oh yeah, didn't Cosmo say that?
Yeah. I looked it up, and like there's a YouTube video, and it just shows Cosmo. So I'm like, yeah, that's what it's from.
I'm crying.
The only instrument I used to play, keyword used to, was the trumpet, and I guess if you technically want to say, I also played the recorder. So, but
Noise.
those are the only two. I attempted to learn piano once upon a time, but I never actually learned the keys. So you can only play piano so well if you don't know what key is what, and you just kind of smack them, and you're like, I hope this sounds cool, and that's it. So doesn't get you very far.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just like I don't know. The piano was weird. Like if you didn't have the hands to do that, like it was so hard to play. Like actually play.
Are you disrespecting people without hands?
Do we really have to go here? Do we really have to go down
You
this
meant
road?
you brought up hands.
Yes, because you kind of have to have hands to play. I mean, you can have stubs. I mean, there's a way to do it. Hey, people play Call of Duty with their mouth. Let's just be honest here. I've seen it on TikTok. It can happen. There's possibilities out there. Yes.
I know there was a question earlier I saw that was, who do you main in Super Smash Brothers?
Oh my
Who
god.
do you main?
I know, Gabe. You go first.
So, so Will would usually play as, I think it was Falcon, or was that his name?
Captain Falcon.
Captain. I would
Yeah,
play as Captain
Captain
Falcon
Falcon,
and Pikachu all the
Yeah.
time.
I can't remember how many times I got so frustrated playing against Captain Motherfucking Falcon,
I'm sorry.
and I'm spamming characters trying to beat him. But no, yeah, you always play. Didn't you play Jigglypuff for a bit? No, that was
Yeah,
Kirby.
No, I played as Kirby for a little bit, and you still couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I could. Mind you, like this all happened during college. You know, like that was my first time, like, I guess actually playing Super Smash Brothers. The one character that I could kind of master, well, it was kind of two. It was Bayonetta and Lucario.
Yo, Lucario, yeah, you're good with Lucario. Except he couldn't. Every time he jumped off the map and you tried to like teleport back, you could never get it to the edge. Every time.
Oh, it's rough.
He'd
He has a
always
good jump
miss.
though.
He does. That's the thing. He has
So
an
like
amazing jump.
that's rough.
But he can't. He couldn't teleport back to the edge, and he'd always fall down. And I'd be like, "No, you did it again! You did it
Yeah,
again!"
he tried to jump back too late.
That and oh my god, Darlon would just whoop our asses
But if
Yeah.
every single time.
But if you're stunned, like that's how you're screwed. If you're stunned and throw over the edge, you can't jump back.
Yeah, well, that was the thing was, Darlon we would always be playing, and Darlon would be like, "Hey, can I play a match?" And we're like, "Okay," and he'd come in and whoop our asses like in seconds. Like we would.
So to the point, like he walks in the room and you're like,
Like he walked in, like I'll never forget. Like he'd walk in, and we finally figured out he was really freaking good at Smash Bros. And he'd go down to the bottom floor and play with these guys that were like would play video games all day every
yeah,
day.
they would play stuff.
And
Yeah,
he would
I
hold up
remember.
against all of them. Like we were sitting there cheering him on and shit. Like we had like
Yeah, I remember that they even wanted him to join the video game club and be
yeah,
part of their Smash tournament.
it was crazy. It was
They were
like
recruiting him.
yes, it was insane because he would like play and he played their top guy, and I
Beat
think
him.
he what was it? Do you remember? I think he lost the first one, won the second one, and like he was holding up against him like really well. And it was
Mhm.
insane. And he kept asking Darlon like, "Hey, what's the? How long have you been doing this? Have you ever played on a team?" He's like, "No, I've never played on a team. I've never done." And we're like, "What? Like, you just do you play randoms all day and just like hope you win?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean that's what I always did." I was like, "Oh wow, okay." But he was like insanely good. And we'd always play. I always came somewhat close until he just was like, "Yeah, I'm just holding back," and I'm like, "Fuck!" And he whooped my ass, like right then and there. It was just, yeah, he was just insanely good.
Fair. I know a lot of people hate this version of Smash Brothers, but it's what I grew up on, so it is like because it's like what I grew up on.
Brawl.
I always fall back to it. Yes, it's Brawl.
Yes, I play Brawl all the time.
And like especially on Brawl, because like specifically because it's like who I mained on Brawl, I'll naturally main on any other version of the game. So it's like yes, they added a bunch of new characters, but like I just made the same person I used to main, and that's Lucario.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
mained him on Brawl. I mained him on the normal one when I do play it, which is very rare. But to be fair, I'm a Pokemon junkie. I always have been, because Pokemon's really one of the games I grew up on, and Lucario is one of my favorite Pokemon. So like, when I was like 7 and saw him on Brawl, that meant like the world to me. So like, I've naturally just like mained him because like he was like my favorite character in the series, and he wasn't bad in the game. So I just made him. But like I also played a lot of I'll play like Falco, or on Brawl you can play as Wolf, but I don't think you can play as Wolf anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's I've
I
not
don't know if
played
it's
in a
like you have to
while,
unlock
but
him later on, because that's how it was in Brawl. But I don't know how it is in the new ones, because again, the only one of the ones I still personally own is a DS version of a newer Brawl, and not Brawl, of just Smash Brothers, and then I have the Wii version of Brawl. So I don't know, but 'cause I think I've only played Smash Brothers at my girlfriend's house,
yeah.
and that was like because of COVID. It's probably been like a year and a half since I've done that.
Yeah. It's
So,
been a
it's been
while
hot
since
minute.
yeah, it's been a while since we played Smash Bros. Like I need to be able to get a Switch. That's the thing. I just haven't had the time, you know. So but yeah. I don't know. Any more questions? Do we have any questions from the ye old chat?
Eel.
Ye old chat?
Yargy mighty chat.
Yo ho.
You
A
need to
pirate's
get rid of
life.
that yee ass haircut.
You probably get some bitches on your dick. Oh my gosh, GTA 5
It's a
classic.
Dorito chip.
The chip, the almighty chip. That's the next thing we need to draw is the chip.
Opinions on Doritos. Honestly, I think the Cool Ranch is pretty nasty. I like the nacho cheese one. I think my favorite one is the spicy nacho cheese. What about
Spicy
you?
nacho. What's the one that's like super spicy? That's like that. I remember Cool Ranch was just like ugh, and it stank. Yes, you're right. Cool Ranches stank. Yes, it did stink. Sorry, stank. But nacho cheese was like the one to go to when everything else
The
all
OG.
fails. It's the OG.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if there's got to be that one that just that's like no one ever thinks of, but like is the best, hands down the best. Purple bag they'd always give us in like school, and it'd always be the like low fat one, and we'd always be like, ugh, it just tasted bad.
I remember too, one time during school they gave us the baked ones.
There's only one that was actually good, and it was the Lay's baked.
Oh, I loved like the original Lay's baked.
Yes.
I actually like that better than the normal ones.
Yeah, those were better than the normal ones. The normal ones were
Like-
like,
Because they're really like greasy,
mm-hmm.
and like the baked ones I actually enjoy. Like a part of me is like, hey mom, can we get these instead? But I think they're more expensive, and I think they put like less of them in the bag than they do the originals. So like, it's one of those things I'm like, because it's more expensive, I'm like, I don't want to be that person. But like they genuinely taste better, and they are better for you. So it's like,
Yeah.
because it doesn't have all that extra sodium. It's not like, because the difference between them is like the original ones are so saturated with like oil and salt that it literally gets all over your fingers, and the normal ones are like, we just baked the potato.
Oof.
Like,
Big oof.
like we just baked it. It is
Getting
what it
baked.
is. Oh,
Any more questions? We got any more questions? The actual health benefit. You're one of the ones that love the Michelle Obama era.
honestly, not really. That's the only good thing. Also, you're dating this nerd, so shush.
Burn. Okay.
Candace said y'all are getting fat if we give you anything with an ounce of sugar. And now it's the sugarest thing we're allowed is apple juice.
That's sad. I'm so sorry.
That sounds like Michelle Obama.
Dorito.
Michelle has moved to Canada. Her influence spreads. Michelle migration. Oh, we love those alliterations.
The alliteration. Any
That
more
all rhyme.
questions? Any more questions? Michelle
Damn,
is
really?
actually my neighbor.
Well, I'm assuming it's a different Michelle. Especially considering you live in Canada.
Okay. I think we're gonna wrap it up soon. What do y'all think?
I mean, because it's winding down. If you guys is in the chat, unless you guys want to just vibe, whatever works with me. The premiere was actually. It would be pretty legendary to be like, yeah, Michelle Obama's my neighbor. What do you have? Who's your neighbor?
I have a Vietnam vet for a neighbor. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you tell me about him all the time.
Oh,
His name's
we have an actual good
Yeah.
question.
How do y'all decide on your character designs? Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a
I'm
good
digging
question.
that. I mean, do we want to tell the story of how we did the design stuff for this? Wait, are you just saying specifically for this podcast, or are you talking about for like in general? Do 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 do. Either. Okay.
Either.
I don't know. I think like
It all started when we were born.
it all started when I was born. Nah, like in general, like anytime I ever think of like a idea for something or like any sort of like especially for my art, like if I think of like a feeling or like of something that would make me feel a certain way. So I think for example, let's do the podcast. So the podcast, I was thinking, oh, I'd want something like cartoony yet vibey. It's something that's like not so much childlike, but like just like teenage like whoa, like this is something funny to look at yet cool to vibe with. And I thought that this style would be cool. And I also drew a lot of inspiration from cartoons that we grew up with, so like Ed, Ed and Eddie, and like, you know, just other stuff. And then I think it started out like we were just drawing shit just for shits and gigs, like same with having like a cup and pizza and stuff. And then I think Tori drew hers, and we're like, oh, we need to draw all of ours like this. It'd be fun. So
Yeah, I can do a quick
yeah, do yours on
a
how
quick
we.
summary of how these drawings actually came to be, which was when Will was making the original trailer for the first podcast. So this was like a week and a half ago, almost, maybe almost 2 weeks ago, because it was like before we were even announcing the podcast. It was like just like a general trailer of like, oh, like we're 4 people and we're gonna do a podcast. That video, it was originally like his live feed. It was him talking. Like, it looked absolutely nothing like it does now if you go and look at it, which is on the style. And it was actually like, because I didn't want my face on the internet, it was like it was actually originally a drawing that someone else did of mine, but then I was like, I don't know if that person's comfortable with their art being in this, so then I made a comically bad doodle, which is actually the doodle that my thing is based off of.
It's not bad. That's a good one. What do you mean? It's so good.
So I digress. So I did that doodle in replacement to me having a face in the video, because I was like, hey, I just don't feel comfortable with my face being on the internet, yada yada. And then so it was one of those things that I guess the horns. Oh my god. That's an Among Us reference. Yeah, but I guess like I could talk about like how my character design is always a thing. Like, I guess with my character, like, for years I've always incorporated ram horns into whatever design I use to represent myself. So I just carried that through. And like, if anyone here has played Among Us with me, I do my character I main with ram horns as well. So yeah, that's where that came from. But yeah, basically I did my doodle and I was like, hey, this is me, replace that in the video. And then it was like, hey, this is kind of funny. What if we just made everyone like that? So yeah.
Yeah, and then it kind of tumbled into like, what do we want on our characters? And I think we were on with Gabe at one point, and we were up late, like trying to figure this stuff out. And
you guys literally called me in the middle of the night one night, and I was literally in bed, and you guys are like, Corey, we need a new doodle now. And I was like, ugh.
Oh shit, I didn't know we did that.
I was like, I'm
sorry.
tired.
that was the one for Mia, I think.
It was.
We were like, well, maybe we should do it tomorrow.
You're like, Will was like, Tori, we need a new doodle now because I need to get this video done now. So we need to get the replacement doodle finished so we can render this video. And I was like, let me grab my tablet. And you're like, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm in bed. Like, it's 1:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was funny. It was a funny time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think Mia was the only one that when I made them originally, like when I made the original, because I would make the line art essentially for them, and then I would give the sketch to Will, and then Will would take it in Photoshop and then
do all the
all over it
coloring
and then
and
color
outlines. Yeah.
And so like I would just really only Mia was the only one that told me like, hey, can I have pink bunny ears, for example. So
Yeah.
like I guess in that stage there wasn't a lot of like, oh, each person was like, I want this on my character. It was more so like, well, I know with Gabe's we were like, what if he was laying down?
Yeah,
We thought that was funny.
I think like we tried to do some sort of like character like thing, like
It was very mild.
Yeah, but it was very mild. But I mean, I knew I wanted, of course, glasses and a hat or a
Yes.
cap.
Yeah, and I
And
did
then-
2 different versions of the hats.
Accidentally predicting Gabe's death. Oh my god.
Nah, it's supposed to be him like laying down going like, wow.
Yeah, just chilling, listening to
Like,
music.
wow.
Originally, I wanted like a therapist couch to be to be me on a therapist couch, but we decided not to go with it.
Too
Oh
many
my gosh.
elements.
Too many elements. Maybe
The specific question about the selfies is that would be to each independent podcaster and if they're personally comfortable with that. I know I'm personally not going to, but if someone really wants to, they might, but I'm not going to promise that.
Yeah, well, I think we'll figure something out probably in the later future. But for now, I think it's good that we keep the personas out of the way.
Yeah, well though, and I can just say to help is I think pretty much we the basis of each of our characters we do look pretty similar to.
Yeah.
Obviously minus like the ram horns and the bunny ears.
Yours
but,
is
like, stuff
probably
like that.
most like the ram horns isn't. You don't actually have a ram horn, so like.
But like obviously, but like it's like, but like besides like obvious like okay they don't have that in real life. These are pretty spot on. Although right now my hair doesn't flow into purple. That is the plan. So like I don't have that right now, but that's the plan.
Yeah.
But I meant like as far as like general skin tone, general hair color, because also we kind of pasteled up the designs a little bit, so.
Yeah. So.
But like, the general idea.
Couch Corp, but it's a therapy couch. Oh god.
I mean, sometimes like I feel like we could probably take clips of our streams and be like, this is the low key therapy life advice section, and here's the meme section. Like honestly.
Say 10 years down the road, we're all in a mental institution,
Oh,
and they're
God.
trying to figure what's wrong with us
Dude,
by
this is
looking
getting
at
a
our
little
couch
real.
corp. They're looking at Couch Corp, trying to figure out our mind.
Mia's just holding her noodle.
The hot noodle
That-
snake.
That's
The sweatshirts become straight jackets. Oh dear.
Oh god. I actually wanted to get like hoodies.
Straight jacket?
No.
Oh yeah, that's
I
what I
was
thought you were
like-
gonna say. I wanted to get a straight jacket.
What?
I was like, what the hell?
What? No, I wanted to get hoodies, like matching hoodies and stuff, and do that because I think
Oh,
that's
for Couch Court?
yeah. Or like
That'd be
we
cute.
figure out a way to get hoodies and like put our little character faces
You
as
could
like an emblem.
technically do it through Redbubble, but that would be expensive.
I'm not about to do that yet, but later in the future. It's come straight jackets. That's funny.
The arms just slowly wrap, and you're like, ah!
Ah! Yeah.
Couch
but-
Corp just secretly has lore, and it just like throughout the episodes, it's like slowly. Oh, hello? Okay, Mom, hi. Please, no. Come back later.
Okay, Gabe,
I
you want to
will.
end it? You
Yeah.
got this.
So,
Send us out.
ladies and gents, and everything in between. Sadly, that time has come again where we must go back to our cold, dark, happy, and fulfilling lives. But fear not. Tune in next Saturday for another episode of Couch Corp. 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, and if you live in a different time zone, y'all can Google that shit. Until then, tell your mom to call me. Stay safe, and bye-bye.
Oh my god. Okay, we're out. Go follow us on Discord. Go follow us on social media. We're out on TikTok, Instagram. all the above pretty much. It's down below the video in the about section if y'all want to go and check us out. Please do go follow us on Patreon, subscribe if you can to our YouTube. Please do go in our Discord, leave a comment, leave a suggestion, let us know how we're doing. Other than that, I think we're done. We're out. So you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, no, just in general, thank you all for showing up. It actually means a lot to us that you came out and listened, even if you only listened to a part of it. You know, still the fact that you guys came out here means a lot. So thank you.
Yeah. Other than that, I think we're done. See you guys. Take care. Be here next weekend, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, we're done. Peace out, guys.